President Trump says the persecution and killing of Christians in Nigeria is, quote, genocide. Others say it's not quite that simple, but there is no doubt Nigeria has a major problem with mass killings and kidnappings of both Christians and Muslims going back more than 10 years. This week, 2 more mass abductions at schools in the country's north and west. Hundreds of children taken from a Catholic school yesterday. One bishop urging action there.
Without quick intervention, Christianity risks elimination in parts of northern and middle belt Nigeria within a very short time. The church alone cannot stop the killings. It requires coordinated political, military, and humanitarian intervention. Mr. Chairman and members, the blood of Nigerian Christians cries out to you people. We cannot afford to wait any longer.
Let's bring in Reverend Father Rebelius Ahula of the Catholic Diocese of Makurdi in Nigeria. He's also the director of the Foundation for Justice, Development, and Peace. Peace, it seems, is in short supply in your country.
Thank you, John, for having me. And I want to thank you very much for this platform. Actually, there is no peace. Even though I had the Foundation for Justice, Development, and Peace. We have been noticing for many years, we've been witnessing for many years killings and adoptions like you just described. I come from Benue State, which is part of the middle belt of Nigeria, where we have documented these killings since 2001. So it's not just 10 years like people want to refer to. Maybe the peaking of the killings and abductions can be reduced to 10 years, but we have systematic documentation of these killings taking place as far back as 2001, when the Catholic Church in the diocese first opened an internally displaced people's camp. So we have experienced these killings and displacement for many, many years. It's not just 10 years.
Those 350 schoolgirls that were kidnapped, what happens to them? I mean, what are the chances of getting them freed, do you think?
Very little, sorry to say. And I say very little because this is not the first. If you have followed the history of Nigeria in the recent past, schoolgirls were kidnapped in 2014. In 2015, others were kidnapped. There is a famous girl who was kidnapped in Dapchi alongside other girls that is called Leah Sharibu. She's not been returned to her parents, to her family up to now. The many others who have been kidnapped like that have not been returned. So I'm sorry to say, but I think that the chances will be very slim. Because these Islamists, what they do is that they either marry these young girls or they trade them off to other Arab countries. We hear that Libya is a transit point. In my own state, there is a case last week of some girls who were trafficked to those places. And so many of them will be sold, or many of them will be married to these militants themselves.
We have a map that shows the situation in your country. The north, largely Islamic. The middle part of the country, sort of a bit of a mixed bag. And the south is predominantly Christian. But we note the locations of the Boko Haram hotbeds. Boko Haram is perhaps the worst offender, is it not, when it comes to violence against Christians?
When Boko Haram started, it was the worst offender to violence against Christians. It started in the northeast of our country, in a place called Borno State. When they started in the 2000s, they used to be the most deadly Islamic group. As I speak to you today, the deadliest Islamic group will be the Fulani ethnic militia that is operating in the middle belt of the country, where you highlighted, and you have the picture very well. So the Fulani militants come in their numbers. They are armed with AK-47s. They come on motorcycles. They surround villages, displace a lot of people, kill as many as they can. I'm sure you are aware of what took place this year in my own state. It's just some kilometers away from the capital state of Makurdi, in this city called Yelwata, where they came shouting Allahu Akbar, and they killed over 270 people. I have the names of every individual who was killed on that day. So this is not just happening in Benue State. Also, Plateau State has been very much hit by this Fulani ethnic militia. So it is true that Boko Haram is deadly, but in the last 10 years or 12 to 10 years, the Fulani militants have overtaken Boko Haram in the brutality of killings that they're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah, so much for the so-called religion of peace. Reverend Father Remilius Hula, we wish you well, and we urge strength and prayers as you continue.
Thank you, John. I thank you for giving us this platform, because many times our stories have been stifled and no one wants to take our news.
Yeah.
So I thank you for giving us this platform. And please thank President Trump, who has brought this to the attention of the world. I think by his intervention, Nigeria is discussing this issue and the world is getting to discuss this issue. Thank you very much for this.
The President of the United States is on your side, and that certainly helps. Thank you.
Thank you.